wanted it to work.
You actually caught that?
Yeah.
Like on a hook?
Yeah.
Like how big is that? Like that. What'd you catch it with?
A tiny little hook.
In a worm.
No, we took bread and just squished the bread, little bread ball on it. You chump some bread through the hole and away you go. You know what's really funny? Was we had pizza buns and we had like bread rolls.
Right.
And they love the pizza bread. The bread rolls, they hardly touch it.
So pizza bread.
Yeah. Like a pizza bun, a cheesy pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. If you want to ice fish in somebody's pond when they're not
Goldfish.
pizza
Use
bread,
the pizza bread.
through a hole. I guess that's
they hammered that, but the other stuff, like
what's that we're looking at there?
that's a recent.
What was that? We're not mentioning.
No names.
Okay. Is that the one? From
Yes.
Okay.
That's the most recent.
That's none of my business. Okay, yeah, but the goldfish. I seen that on when you posted it.
Well, I posted the videos too, right?
I don't.
Oh, you didn't watch the videos?
Watch the videos because every time I'm at work, like I got. Oh.
That one's a little longer.
Okay, that's pretty funny actually. Ice fishing for goldfish.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty funny.
We went ice fishing earlier in the day and didn't catch anything. It was like,
So you had to redeem yourself.
yeah.
That's funny.
It's like we got a pond full of goldfish.
That is
Punched a hole and away we went.
That is super awesome. That is very cool. All right, so Monday. I don't want to go out in 10-foot waves.
It'll be 10-foot waves
Let's not do it.
from the south. So we'll be going straight into them and straight with them.
Well, what's the rest of the week looking like? Like, I can do anything I want.
Which is why neither of us has a wife. Right,
Like, I can do anything I want during the day. Like, if I need to take a day off.
Tuesdays out. Well, Wednesday I can't do anyways. Thursday, Southwest 19. That's maybe doable, depending on. Thursday's a long ways away, so that could change totally. But
Yeah. So as of right now,
Thursday's the first
if
potential.
the weather on Thursday is as it says it is, what are we looking at?
Thursday, Friday is their best potential. The waves would be less than the last time I went out with you.
Okay, so what is the chances of death Thursday, Friday?
Slim,
Slim?
as the forecast stands now.
Okay. You know, like I like catching fish as much as the next guy does, but I'm not, you know.
Well, we've kind of improved on our techniques for there,
Right.
which we can teach you.
And what are these techniques?
I'm not going to say that on here.
We can't even share we're not going to tell them where these fish are being caught. It's up to you. It's your discretion. If this is like some ancient secret that's been passed down for thousands of generations.
Newfound secrets.
Okay. Whatever. Let's just keep it a secret.
Yeah, let's keep it a secret.
Secrets are fun.
Because some people are going to know where this is.
Yeah, for sure. All right. We'll just.
I don't want to have to kill them.
No, we don't want to have to take any lives
No.
for fish. All right. So business is good. Fishing's good. We're doing the podcast. What else can we talk about?
Derby.
Absolutely. What are we doing this year?
I don't care what we're doing this year. If you want good stories for your podcast, let's talk about years past.
Yeah, well,
we should give a history here. We should give a little bit of a history on.
All right.
Because it all started with the year I moved out.
Yeah, at the beginning of the podcast, we talked about how
I have to go get rid of some
Dave
beer.
and myself, actually, how we got to know each other was through this trout derby.
So what is the trout derby?
Trout derby is the Joe Brandon Memorial Trout Derby, which is held in Bayfield, Ontario. It's the first weekend after Thanksgiving in October. So it's 2.5 day fishing derby. So the trout derby starts on the Friday morning at 6 o'clock a.m., the weekend after the Thanksgiving, and then it goes to 12 noon on the Sunday. So it's a 2.5 day trout derby. So the biggest rainbow trout caught and entered wins first prize. I think it's not like a King Carlin Salmon Spectacular or an Owen Sound. Like we're not winning boats and motors and stuff like that. It's like $700 cash or whatever it is. But it's just a lot of fun. It draws a lot of people into the community. I think they sell 250 to 300 tickets or whatever. It sells out every year. Dave, myself, and a few other guys have made it into an annual
shit show.
Yeah, it's really unpredictable weekend when the five of us get together. We could really be. We're not going to talk about a lot of the stories, some of the stuff that goes on or has happened.
That doesn't fall into the parameters that we set out for this podcast.
Trout derby. But yeah,
it's like Vegas.
Yeah, what stays in Vegas or happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, that's five guys, close friends. We get together and we do this fishing derby. There is some fishing. The fishing's really just an excuse for the five of us to get together and just enjoy a weekend of the guys hanging out and just male bonding and shit like that.
I will never forget. So, in the recent years, we used to pull a camper down as far in the river as we could drive the truck, build a deck off the front, cover it in a tarp.
It's been an evolution how it's evolved over.
So now we can't do that anymore because they've turned it into a park, and you're not allowed to drive down there anymore because there's some rare mussel that lives in the river, and they don't want anybody driving in it. So we created this whole floating island. It's 4 sections we put together. It's got a bunkhouse and a kitchen area and a living room area and a fishing area.
Kitchen area as in where we keep the beer.
And the barbecue.
And the barbecue.
Yeah. We call it the kitchen area.
Yeah.
For guys, that's a kitchen area.
Yeah.
At any rate, and the living room area is a couple of couches and a wood stove. At any rate, so this bunky's not as roomy as the Prowler was. It's pretty confined areas where we sleep.
Yes, it is.
There's not a lot of like that much space between bunks and just a little walkway in between them.
Basically, you got 5 guys in a 10-foot by 10-foot cube.
Yeah, 10 by 10.
10 by 10 cube.
Yeah. So
that have all been drinking
and eating copious amounts of meat.
And copious amounts of.
So the one night I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm gagging. I was ready to throw up. I'm sure I was going to throw up. And I thought, so our washroom facilities are merely a bucket with a toilet seat on it.
That's for number 2.
For number 2.
Number 1 is either just piss off into the water.
Or out the window if there's a lot of people around.
Out the back window of the bunkie.
Anyway, so that's our number 2 situation, is a bucket with a toilet seat on it. And I wake up in the middle of the night gagging. I swear I'm going to throw up. And everybody else starts gagging too. And I was like, Sheldon, you got to take that bucket outside and wash it. You cannot take a dump in here and leave it. He didn't. It was just a fart.
Yeah. That was
brutal.
Yeah.
That was nasty.
That was...
The one year Sheldon was training for he's been into bodybuilding for the last bit of his life.
Yeah.
He was training for a competition, and the entire weekend he ate nothing but chicken breast.
Yeah, and a little bit of red meat.
Yeah. So for 4 days straight, nothing but chicken breast with a little bit of red meat. And he didn't use that pail once. We got back to my house, and it was just like something triggered in his head. He had to go.
Well, it was 4 days.
Oh, I know, but I don't know why it happened to happen at my house.
It was better than in a bucket.
If the bucket would have been outside, it would have been okay.
Understood. We
could not come in my house for half an hour after.
You know, you're really not painting a good picture for me today.
We want people to know who you really are, Sheldon.
I understand that, and I appreciate that, but yeah. Yes, I do. So what are we doing this year? we threw around some ideas.
What are we doing in what respect?
For setup.
Oh, well, we got that spot potentially along the riverbank where we don't have to do a setup.
Yeah, and he's cool with that?
Yeah, he seemed cool when I talked to him.
Do we know anything about, like...
There's one light bulb in the place, that's it. No
like,
water.
what is it? Like, is there, like, one open room? Is
two.
It just 2 rooms?
As far as he described it to me, yeah. 2 rooms and 1 light bulb.
2 rooms and 1 light bulb.
No, the light bulb's a big improvement from every other year.
Yeah, we can think about that. It's way easier than what we've been
And the location's great. Like, that's actually a good fishing spot.
No, that is. No, it's an excellent spot. We'll have to leave that open for discussion later.
The only thing is, we're not baldy proof there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him for years, though.
I don't think we need to worry about him anymore.
No. I don't know where he went, but he's either dead or in jail.
I think there could be jail time involved with him.
Yeah. That was so funny that one day he pops around the corner. I'm like, ah, shit.
He has onesie on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know, like I said, we're not going to mention his name or who this guy is, but he is definitely a character you can only handle in limited doses.
Very limited.
Very limited. Yeah. All right, what else are we going to do here?
This year?
What else are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
Just want to shut her down and call this episode 1, or is there anything else you want to talk? Anything else we can talk? This is totally new to me. This is all, like, we're not even editing anything. Like, this is just straight up everything.
Oh, we're not editing?
There's no editing. I don't even know how to edit. I'm using we got a cell phone propped up against a Kleenex box at the end of the table.
Well, but those cell phones, you can just take them and go like click, click, and take it out. Can you not?
I have no idea. I don't have a clue. Yeah, this is like as raw as it
Well,
gets.
I've got a lot of things I want to talk about that are absolutely hilarious, but it doesn't fall within the parameters of what we laid out.
Well, like what things? Like with like
the one.
Like give me some.
One of my all-time favorite moments at Derby.
Don't bring that one up.
No, not that one. My all-time one was where I said to the guys, "Who here has da 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 da?" And everybody was like. And then Andre says, "There's some long rows out there."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who here has done this while driving?
Oh. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
That was the moment that I knew I was with like the right group of guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about.
But I don't think that quite falls in the parameters.
No, we got to keep it, you know.
I know, that's why I said I got lots of things I want to talk about, but
I don't know how to edit. That's something I have to learn at some point.
Or just make enough money you can pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
Send us money so Sheldon can edit.
I got to eventually get computers and editing software.
So what is your ideal goal of where you want to go with this podcast?
My ideal goal.
Like you're calling it 519 what?
519 Talk. Area 519 Talks.
Area 519 Talks. So what are you trying to cover out of 519? Because it is an original area. There's a lot of diversity here.
Yeah. I came up with a few different names. And that was just the name that just kind of resonated.
I get the name.
I like.
But what's the goal of? What are you looking for out of 519?
Out of this podcast?
Out of the podcast and the 519 people, like you're calling it 5 people of 519, but like what people? Why? How? You got to pick them. Why are you going to pick who you pick?
Excuse me. Well, obviously, I'm going to try and find people that are interesting.
Well, yeah, we don't want boring people.
Somebody that I think I can have a conversation with, like people that are doing interesting things.
Well, what's considered interesting? Because what's interesting to one person is boring as hell to another.
Well, it has to be somewhat interesting to me, so I can enjoy it, because I want to enjoy what I do. I don't want to have a podcast with somebody that talks about basket weaving.
Well, that's interesting to a lot of people. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist.
Well, then maybe I'll have a basket weaving episode at some point in the future. I don't know. I'm just figuring this out.
Maybe basket weaving is more interesting than you think it is. You just never tried it.
It could be. If you would like me to do a podcast on basket weaving, and you know somebody that's a basket weaver,
that's in 519.
That's in 5. Leave a comment, and maybe I'll do a podcast on basket weaving and crocheting, and
I actually did learn to crochet when I was a kid.
Knitting.
I never learned it, but I could crochet. I used to do these doilies all the time, man.
A doily.
Yeah, doilies.
A doily.
White ones. These round little doilies.
It's just a funny word.
And I was in the ukulele club in Nova School.
In the ukulele.
Yeah.
If you want me to do a podcast on ukuleles and clarinets, leave a comment, and maybe I can get somebody on here that...
And your phone number, 'cause it's got to be 519.
Yeah, I'd make sure you're legit. All right, stuff's getting crazy right now. So we're gonna call her quits here. So this was episode 1 of Area 519 Talks. Like I said, I don't know how to edit. This is as raw as it gets. Nothing's been edited out of this video.
Or in.
Eventually, it will progress. I will get better at this and have more of a flow to it. But I got to start somewhere. Some of the greatest people, successful people in the world were never the best at what they did the first time they did it. Actually, I had this conversation with a buddy of mine. We were talking about me starting this podcast, and I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to be any good at it. And he said to me, because he's a big hockey guy, he's like, was Wayne Gretzky the best hockey player in the world the first time he strapped on a pair of skates? I was like, well, no. He says, was Wayne Gretzky the greatest hockey player that ever lived the first time he ever shot a puck? I was like, well, no. He says, was Wayne Gretzky the best hockey player in the world his first NHL game he ever played? I'm like, no, I guess not. It's like, no, but he's had to start somewhere, and through time and through repetition and from doing it over and over and over and over and over again, he became good at it. He became better at it.
I know, but there's a lot of people who do the same thing day in and day out and still suck at it.
Yeah, it is true. Well, it made me feel good. It made me feel good. So, you're an asshole sometimes. You're such a rude pressure. So, maybe you can tell somebody about the whole Wayne Gretzky thing and make them feel good and not crush them down with Dave's analogy. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button, the share, whatever the hell people tell you to do when they do. I don't know.
Follow. You're supposed to follow.
Isn't that it? Following, like, share. I don't know.
No, like is just for that video. Follow means that when you do new shit, they'll actually see it. I think that's how it works, isn't it?
I don't know how it works.
I think that's how it works.
This is all new to me. You know what? Leave a comment to explain.
Tell us how this works.
Tell us how this works. Or, help me. We're learning together.
No, I'm pretty sure they got to follow you in order to see your future
on YouTube.
Stuff. On YouTube.
So on YouTube you can like it? No. Yeah, no, I don't know.
No, you can like it on Facebook. You can follow it on YouTube.
You like it on Facebook. You follow it on YouTube.
And Instagram, I don't understand.
Oh, and you subscribe? I think it was the subscribe.
Oh, maybe there is a subscribe.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe. You can get.
Here, you follow on Facebook. You subscribe on YouTube.
Oh, this is so confusing.
The internet is.
Okay. So subscribe.
Whatever it is, make sure you keep track.
Figure the shit out for yourself.
Yeah, keep track of Sheldon.
Keep track of me. Follow me. Whatever. I'm gonna put a link to this on my own Facebook page. I can kind of somewhat navigate through Facebook, so I'll probably do something along that lines. I still have to figure out how to make my own YouTube channel. So we're probably going to figure that out after we're done here.
Well, that would be a good video.
Video us trying to figure out how to make a YouTube channel. That'd
be like the time you shot your computer.
Yeah. We're not going to do that.
Again,
episode number 2, I may share the process of how to start a YouTube channel. It could be super easy. I don't know. I don't know. It just might be like click on a button and boom, you got a channel and type in some shit. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out right in the next few moments. So follow me, like me, whatever it is, however this works. I hope you liked episode number 1, Area 519 Talks. Myself, Sheldon, my friends call me Shelly, Dave Lochner. It's been a blast. This has been a lot of fun. Peace.